God, it's awesome. And it just also makes me always think about every single time I pass a building with a slant, I'm like, I wonder if I could skateboard down that. And I don't even know how to skateboard. Okay, so today, Mikaela, we are going to be ranking the top 5 craziest movie stunts.
Craziest movie stunts.
That were completely real. Now, there is already a list over at ranker.com where tens of thousands of people have already voted. So we're going to be comparing our list with the general public's list throughout this whole episode and whatnot. You guys know the drill. You've seen the show before. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Ranker's number 3. The Steamboat Bill, the house falling on top of him, but he like makes it through the window thing.
Yeah, Buster Keaton.
Buster Keaton. I like this one just because it feels iconic. It's just not really real, but it's so cool that they were like, okay, we have to do this perfectly or this guy's getting squished. Now I feel like movie stunts are so like, we're just not gonna really do it because there's so much liability. There's so much liability.
Insurance companies and budgets and whatnot.
Back then they're like, let's just do it.
My number 5 is actually also number 3. I think what makes it most impressive for me as well is the fact that like if you're watching it, he is acting the entire time. Beforehand is doing like a, what, why I oughta? And then it like nearly kills him. And he just stays in character. He's like, who, me? Like it's just, it's amazing. I think that is the most iconic stunt of all time. Just because the more you think about it, the more you're like, he would have died if it was off by an inch.
Yeah, literally.
Crazy. You can just type in Buster Keaton's greatest stunts and there's so many things where it's like, that would have killed you if you did not nail it. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Ranker's number 1. Jackie Chan sliding down the skyscraper and who am I? He's just impressive all around. He literally is just sliding down this building, which was the perfect building for the stunt because it's like an angled building. And
it's one of those buildings too that the amount of times you've thought in your head as you're driving by, like, I wonder if you could slide down.
Yes, and it's like he just did it.
Yeah.
And it's just...
What?
But yeah, what I like, another thing I really liked about this stunt was the scene they showed was kind of a really long action sequence because they were like, we have to show the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because normally in like movies they're like, oh, he slid down this and it took like 5 seconds for him to slide down.
Yeah.
They like had like a minute-long scene of him just like kind of like
and there's
down.
There's no nets, there's no wires. He
nothing.
just did this thing. If he did it wrong, he was gonna fall off a skyscraper.
Yeah.
There's a recurring theme of like certain actors on this list. Jackie Chan, Buster Keaton, and Tom Cruise seem to be the holy trinity.
Yes.
Of actor stuntmen. Like half the stunts of those 3. Okay, so my number 4 was Ranker's number 7, and it was the damn bungee jump in Goldeneye.
That's my number 3.
That's your number 3. I like read the whole backstory of it and all, and how like the guy who did this stunt off of this dam, it was 720 feet for a bungee jump. That's so far.
I always say I would much rather skydive than bungee jump. I don't trust bungee jumping. I hate it.
I totally agree.
So scary. I feel like you're gonna hit something. What if the rope snaps? I don't know. There's just too many things. It's insane. I hate it.
Yeah. That's honestly why I put that there too, is like, for me, that's one of the scariest things.
Yeah.
you could ever do it. Yeah, that's my number 4. That's your number 3. Okay, so my number 3 is another James Bond movie. It's Ranker's number 10. It's Live and Let Die, The Crocodile Escape. This one is another one where it's like, I can't believe that this is actually real.
I would have never assumed that was real. It was so unnecessary for that to be real.
It was so unnecessary and it's so fakeable. Basically, in the movie, James Bond has to run across a pond.
Like a swamp thing, yeah.
With crocodiles, and he does it by running over, like uses the crocodiles as steps. This is true. This actually happened. It wasn't the James Bond actor. It was the guy who owned the crocodile farm. And I read like a whole article about it. It was the guy who owned the farm. He had never done that before. This was his first movie stunt, obviously, because he'd never been in a movie before. The first take, he kept on missing. And the more takes he did, the more the crocodiles anticipated that he was gonna do it.
Yeah.
And you can see they snap up. They start like, the second he's about to step on them, moving and snapping up, trying to like catch him.
Yeah. It's hilarious that that was real because it was just so unnecessary.
And crocodiles actually scare me more than any other animal by far.
Oh yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is number 5 on Ranker.com. It's the Tom Cruise plane stunt in Mission Impossible. Again, that's one of those ones, they didn't really need to do it, but because Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise, he went ahead and Tom Cruised and jumped on the plane. I just feel like that shouldn't be a thing that people can actually do. It's to hold on to the side of a plane in the scene. It's like he holds on, obviously he's strapped in and stuff for the stunt, but it's like, just the wind force on that, it's like anything can go wrong.
This is another one like the crocodile one where I just assume that it's fake. You would never believe Tom Cruise is actually hanging off the side of the plane.
No.
He actually is hanging off the side of this plane.
Feeling the force of the wind hit me. I'm actually scared of this.
You would assume it's like here's a green screen and he's on a plane on hydraulics and it's
so
moving
easy.
like this.
Well, you can basically make it look the same.
I know.
God damn, Tom Cruise really is insane.
He really is insane. I honestly feel like he did it for bragging rights.
I think 100%.
I feel like that's why he always does it.
Yeah.
Is so he could be like, yeah, do my own stunts.
It's so easy to not do that.
It's so easy to not do it, but it's insane and I would never ever do that. Anyways, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is, you've already done this, it was Ranker's number 1, it's the skyscraper slide with Jackie Chan. It's like you said, like it's just so insane, it's so long, he's going down this skyscraper. And it's another one of those where it's like Buster Keaton, where it's like he's such a good actor, even while he's doing this, arguably the most dangerous stunt ever. There's a certain point where he literally stands himself up and is kind of doing his comedian Jackie Chan tripping down the thing. Like he makes it funny. God, it's awesome. And it just also makes me always think about it. Every single time I pass a building with a slant, I'm like, I wonder if I could skateboard down that. And I don't even know how to skateboard. What's your number 1?
My number 1 was Ranker's number 20 from the movie Stagecoach. They did this stunt where it's like a horse and buggy thing. It's a chase scene. It's a Cowboys and Native American movie sort of thing. Someone jumps onto the stagecoach. So there's like 6 horses, and the guy jumps on it. He's trying to steal it, get to the cart, whatever. One of the cowboys shoots at him, and he falls between the horses, and like the stagecoach goes over him. Basically, all 6 horses run past him, and the stagecoach goes over him. Because it's like you can get trampled to death.
By the horses and the stagecoach.
And the stagecoach. But they figured out that if you get the horses to go fast enough, they end up in a straight line.
Yeah.
So if you fall straight between them like he did, no horses touch you and the cart goes right over.
But then you're falling with it going really fast, too.
Yes. So then you can get caught. But he pulled it off. And again, it was like a 1939 movie.
Back
so it's
when
like they're
insurance
like
wasn't a thing.
They're like, whatever. Like, you think you can do it? Okay.
God, you must feel so alive when you finish that.
Oh my God, yeah.
My number 1 was Ranker's number 5. I think it was your number 3. It's the Mission Impossible plane one. That's another thing too, where whenever you're on a plane, you're like, I wonder how long I could last standing on the outside. Like he does it.
He does it.
And it's not even just that it's a plane. It's one of those planes with the propeller things, the big ones. That makes you think like you're just gonna get decapitated.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Those were our lists. Did we miss any of your favorites? Let us know in the comments, or better yet, head over to Ranker and put your favorites in and vote your favorites to the top. Although, like I said, it was a pretty good list. I think the top ones are all there. And as always, let us know which one of us you guys think are the best list, or
Who's on top?
who's on top. See ya.